Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. We look forward to one of the final games. Sorry about that, folks. Some technical issues there. It's England up against Fiji this afternoon. Welcome from around the world. Fiji looking for a scalp at Twickenham. We saw last night. South Africa demolish New Zealand at Twickenham. We still punch drunk on that game, but we focused, locked in on England versus Fiji. Getting through the final administrative things, the national anthems of England now. England have been having a rather torrid time of late under the new coach, Steve Borthwick. Obviously, they've got a ban for Owen Farrell, the captain, as well as Billy Vunipola. So they're down to very experienced men leading up into the World Cup. So one would be interested to see what England can do in preparation. Do they have any momentum to give against this flying Fijians? Courtney Laws, captaining England today, his 100th test. The Centurion, what a milestone for the talisman of England, one of the remaining few from Eddie Jones' era. And Steve Borthwick, the coach, would be hoping that he can rally the troops and get a convincing victory this afternoon. Why say Naisalevu leading the Fijians now for their war dance, the Thimbi. They've laid down the marker for England. Got a full house at Twickenham. As we take a look at the starting lineups, Ellis Genge, Theo Dan, Dan Cole, Morrow Toje, Ollie Chesham, Courtney Laws, the captain, Bernal at 8, Jack Willis. Ford has obviously stepped in for Owen Farrell this afternoon. The Fijians, we know they come to play. Semi Rendrandra, inside centre, look out for him this afternoon. Some interesting replacements on the bench. England looking a little bit thin, but Marcus Smith, the razzle-dazzle feet, would he feature this afternoon? As we mentioned, England scratching deep. Alex Mitchell making his first start for England this evening at scrum half. Semi Rendrandra. He'll carry the ball all day long for Fiji. I'm sure we're looking for the flying Fijians today. Some structure, but the razzle-dazzle, the offloads, and Jakub Paper, as we see, is the referee this afternoon, very well versed. As we get the game underway, England kick off from left to right, deep inside Fijian territory now, and a clearance from the scrum off Frank Lamani, getting play right up towards Fijian 10-meter line, with England throw in. Laws, easy take now. Ford. Tulangi. England on the attack now. Lovely move from Ollie Lawrence there, inside out. From England, much better. Fiji will be relieved there. An opportunity now for Caleb Muntz to get Fiji out of their own territory with a nice clearance. So England making a statement early on. Tulangi taking it up the middle, as we'd expect. George Ford, quick ball. But Fiji onto it quickly there, affecting the penalty turnover. Randrandra goes straight. Makes a good few meters up to the halfway line now. Fiji in possession. Centre field. Lomani. It's a bit of a scrap there, and England effective turnover. Fiji, as we mentioned at the breakdown, probably not as structured there. And Courtney Laws standing up and effecting the turnover. As we see the eighth man there, Viliame Mata, met on the halfway line and just unable to fix that breakdown there, Fiji. England up to the 22, but the throws are judged not straight. So just when they had the momentum inside the 22, England, Fiji managed to capitalize on a mistake now. So it's that stop-start sort of effort from England that's been bugging them, not finding a rhythm at all in all these warm-up games. First scrum of the match, Lomani feeds to Muntz, the fly-off. It is a clearance, but it's a rather shoddy clearance there off the side of the boot, apologising the fly-off. Fiji still under pressure now. England feed. 4 to Tuilangi. They're up to the 22, England. Theo Dan off the scrum off. Alex Mitchell. Ford. Skip pass. Stewart, the fullback. Inside the 22, go England. It's quick ball, but they're going laterally at the moment. Ford. Malin's looking for some work off the wing. England still in possession now. And the referee blows a penalty to England. Fiji offside. The ball was too quick. And George Ford pointing for the posts. That's the sort of intensity Steve Borthwick would have wanted to see from this England side. Keep in mind, England have Argentina up ahead in the World Cup. Fight for first place. I wonder if some of the fans still stayed over from last night. Still partying from that Springbok victory. A record-breaking victory. Neutral ground. But let's get back to George Ford. It's sailing, and over. England score the first points of the game. It's 3-0. 5 minutes down in this final warm-up game before the big one, the Rugby World Cup in France. Fiji kickoff. Well claimed by England. Remember, England in blue. For anybody watching, turn off your audio and switch over to Forever Sports and listen to us. All for the fans now is England in possession. It's a little bit scrappy, but Ford skips again. Ollie Lawrence, the outside centre, makes a wonderful break. England on the charge. It's all positive. It's all England. How long can Fiji defend for? Between the 10-metre and the 22 now. England, centre field. Little chip from Ford into space. It's all scrappy now. Play on, says the referee. Yaka Piper, as I mentioned, well versed in finding fairness. And I think he will be coming back for advantage there. But as we look at England, not afraid to play the ball wide. Ollie Lawrence, not afraid of a gap. Slightly worrying signs for Fiji. But we know fitness won't be an issue for them. The Masters of Sevens. We just wish they would have more opportunities at the 15-man game. Natural talent, hard workers, skillful. World Rugby, come on, do something. It's a scrum down, England's feet. I thought it was a penalty, but it's a scrum. Alex Mitchell's feet. Centre field, just outside Fiji's 22. Penalty advantage now. It's a wide ball. Johnny May goes in the corner. They're playing under advantage. And England score via Johnny May. They knew they had a free play there. A wonderful long floating ball from George Ford. And that man, Johnny May, knows how to score. Remember that wonderful try in the 2019 World Cup against Australia. Right on the left-hand touchline. It must be said, rather shoddy defence there from Robert Tamada of Fiji, the right wing. And England going 8-0 with the kick to come. We're 10 minutes in, folks. Forward from the touchline. Just away to the right. Felt a little bit rushed there, but England ahead by 8 points to 0. England playing at pace. Can they keep it up? A restart from Fiji now gathered from Courtney Laws. Forward. Kicks upfield. It's not into touch. Drosese with the up and under. Just a little bit too far. Wonderful following up from Caleb Muntz. And Fiji disrupting this ruck now. But England managed to keep possession. Mitchell at the base. Ellis Genge. The Rhino, the baby Rhino goes up ahead. England between their 22 and 10-meter line now. Shape to kick from Mitchell. The ball is loose and England have possession. It's advantage, scrum advantage to England. Jakob Paper judged. A slight knock on from Fiji, advantage over, and Mitchell puts a lovely little kick in, and Fiji are camping inside their 22 at the moment. Deja vu of last night. South Africa putting the All Blacks under immense pressure. Fiji under the same sort of pressure now with the line out. It's gone awry. They managed to get the ball back and in possession now, Fiji. At the base, Lamani. No advantage, sorry. As the rain comes bucketing down at Twickenham. It's not all doom and gloom for South African fans, though. Fiji with the scrum put in inside their 22. Unfortunately, all they can do now is exit. Pressure from England at the scrum. Lamani has to tidy up. Mata, the 8th man, goes in to help. Fiji secure the ball. Lamani with the shape to kick now. In England possession, but an up and under. And again, a loose ball. Theo Dan, the hooker, tidies up. Mitchell, England again, forward. There's space for Johnny May. Robert Tamada there just managing to get back in time as the rain comes bucketing down. Johnny May was tearing down the left-hand touchline. It's pressure on Fiji at the moment with no response. Not able to deal with the high ball there. The fullback, Joe Sese, and England's hooker, Theo Dan, comes away. England again. It's advantage to Fiji. Knock on from England. Caleb Muntz at fly off, who's playing from the base there now as Lamani gets back to his feet. Fiji in possession, playing under scrum advantage. Shape to kick from the scrum off again. Advantage over, and Freddie Stewart knocks on. The ball a little bit slippery this evening. No doubt, obviously, because of the rain. But I think the pressure also makes a difference on your ability to handle the ball. Fiji have a put into the scrum. We're almost up to the halfway line. They've been rather under pressure, Fiji, at the scrum. No traction on the ground now with the weather changing for the worst. They want to get that ball in and out. Rather solid scrum from Fiji, though. Muntz, Randrandra out wide. It's Habosi. The offload was to nobody. Randrandra cleans up. And Fiji now via Mata. The powerful eighth man, Lamani. Muntz. It's a penalty. Fiji were playing under advantage. England offside. Fiji's turn to ramp up the intensity now. Not ideal conditions for Fiji. We know they like to play the ball, they like to offload. It's going to be a bit challenging under these conditions. And Muntz has decided to take the 3 points or to attempt a shot at goal now and put Fiji on the board. Fiji would be eyeing that group in the World Cup with Australia and Wales. As Muntz kicks it down the middle, a wonderful kick under these conditions, and Fiji get on the board. England still ahead, 8 points to 3. We're just about closing in on the first quarter now. The first real opportunity Fiji had somewhere in England's territory. They've taken the 3 points. As Mata regathers the clearance for Fiji. The referee adjudges they're still inside. Lamani shapes to kick. Wonderful catch there from England. Max Mellons, as Laws takes it off Mitchell now. England drive forward into Fijian territory, tucked up against this left-hand touchline. Mitchell from the base. Again, a scrappy affair in the air now. Fiji come away with it though. Via Mata. Lamani hoofs it upfield, hoping to get as far into England territory as possible, but Freddie Stewart gathers. Kicks upfield. A little bit of a kicking duel now. Fiji would be ruining the opportunity today with these conditions. They would have lost sunny day out. Hope you guys are still enjoying the victory from last night.
For his play on two.
First quarter down now, and Fiji have not had an opportunity to really stamp their mark on this game. That's their talisman. Semir and Drandra, as we see the scrum off Lamani getting attention, Fiji management team would be looking with a lot of anxiety to make sure the key players don't get injured. The one opportunity that they have is the World Cup to showcase exactly who they are. The flying Fijian Drua. We're only 2 weeks away from the Rugby World Cup, guys. Who's excited? Fiji, as we restart play now. Just for that injury to the scrum off, he's fine. A sense of relief. The scrum goes down, the referee says play on. And a penalty to Fiji. Fiji have an opportunity.
There's a blind going on.
Long ball inside the 22. Go Fiji via Lamani. Randrandra. But England come away with the ball now. It's a steal. And a clearance. Fiji not able to put the phases together there. Little break from the inside centre of Fiji, but they need to hold on to the ball if they're going to have an opportunity. Matavesi has an opportunity now to throw and find his man. If you haven't subscribed to Forever Sports, please do so. Hit it, like, subscribe. It's for free. Every game will be live of the Rugby World Cup. Watchalong, fan cams, you name it. It's all on at Forever Sports, guys. Looks like Fiji's having a little convention here, discussing the tactics, having some water breaks. If it stays a sort of scrappy game, I think Fiji can stay in it. Just need to fix the set piece a little bit now. Matavesi with the feet. Nice take from Robert Tamada. The enforcer now. Fiji inside their territory still. It's Lomani struggling to get the ball out the base there. Play on, says the referee. Itoje comes flying through. England. Genj forward again with the skip pass. Kulangi has to clean up. Ollie Lawrence and Fiji get the ball off the ground. It's the fullback. Drasese now. Matavesi, Randrandra. A wasteful pass, but well cleaned up, and Fiji still have the ball. Nayafalevu knocked on the captain, but Fiji have playing it under advantage. When they have the ball in hand and some space, they show us what they can do. The number 7, Tani Tagivalu. It's all power. It's all Fiji now, deep into England territory. On England's 22 right-hand touchline, Matavesi. It's overthrown. England gather, but it's a knock-on, and Fiji have a scrum advantage. Cleaned up by Rendrandra. Lamani finds a tight forward. Unfortunately, it's a little bit scrappy at the moment. And again, England had the ball, but Fiji have it again. Struggling to hold on to the ball there, and Drungra. It's a scrum advantage to England. Not as efficient this afternoon with the ball in hand. Scrum advantage over, booted upfield by George Ford. Drasese returns the favour, and the kicking duel commences. Ford checks. It's an up and under for Freddie Stewart. the man of the high ball. It's a little bit loose. Naya Thalevu, the captain. It's all over the place at the moment. Scrum down. The conditions quite severely hampering the men's opportunity to play this afternoon. Where will we see the momentum shift in this game? Will it come in the second half? The coaching boxes of the respective teams are looking on anxiously. Any potential injuries? Dan Cole, the tight head of England, down now, getting some attention. These warm-up games, quite a risky business in as far as injuries are concerned. We saw with the All Blacks last night, Tyrell Lomax getting a gash on the leg, which could in effect hamper his World Cup progression, something we don't want to see at this stage. Time still off. As we restart play now, just over 10 minutes to go in the first half. Fiji with the scrum feed. Solid scrum from Fiji. Nice base. Center field on the halfway line. Lamani Tirandrandra can't get around his man. Wonderful defense from England now as they come driving through. Tuisua, the open side flank now for Fiji. The defense is relentless, but Fiji keep possession. There's space out wide. But they come back center field into England territory, almost up to the 10-meter line. Lamani stringing the faces together. Muntz over the 10-meter line now. Tucked up against the left-hand touchline. There's a scrap at the breakdown. Cedric De Veta takes it up for Fiji. This is better. Just as I say that, a wonderful smash in defense there. But away. Rabu Tamara. Naya Salevu, I beg your pardon. Captain Fantastic. Wasai. Naya Salevu levels the scores for Fiji. His 15th international try. He made it look all too easy. And he scored under the posts. One step, two steps. And inside to the captain, Naya Thalevu. There's going to be a check here from Jakob Piper. Hold your horses, folks. Robert Tomato seemed to have given a slightly forward ball. Is it forward off the hands? No try. Rightfully so. It looked slightly forward. Jakob Piper on top of things. It seemed that Fiji were going to go ahead. Not to be. But they're showing us exactly what they can do. In an instant, with a little bit of space, intuition, they score under the post. Unfortunately, cancelled out by that forward pass there. Ravu Tamada. Step, yes. Just a shake of the head there. England will be on high alert. Scrum down, England feed on their 22, almost centre field. As Fiji come through. England looking to put the pressure on. Courtney Laws in his 100th game would definitely look to be leading by example now. It's been quite industrious. I don't know if Fiji are going to win the battle up front, but for England, it will start there and not give Fiji the opportunity in the back line to get some space. Alex Mitchell with the feed. Forward with the hoof upfield inside Fijian territory and a wonderful clearance. Net gain for England. Over 40 meters, controlling the game, calming temperament, pushing Fiji back. Fiji forced now to play from inside their own half. As I mentioned, they just need to string some phases together, create holes in the defense as Matavesi finds his man. He comes away with it now. Lovely little step. It's an offload. Here we go, Sammy Rendrandra. Get out of my way, son. Inside England's 22, now go Fiji. This is where they're dangerous. England trying to slow the ball down. Lamani at the base. Fiji still in possession. Through Mata, the 8th man. It's the 5th phase for Fiji. England forced to defend now, deep inside their own 22. Centre field we are. Lamani plays to the right-hand touchline. He finds a tight forward. Mata, the 8th man, comes barging through. Loses the ball in contact, and England breathe a sigh of relief as Ollie Lawrence clears the ball into touch. Fiji showing some promising signs. What a step from the hooker. And the offloads. Randrandra says, Malins, sit down. It's all power. We just need a little bit more accuracy from Fiji. The captain, Courtney Laws, getting some attention. He seems to be okay. Sam Matavesi, the hooker. What a talent. Going to be vital to their cause in the World Cup. 5 minutes until half time. Fiji trail 8 points to 3 at Twickenham. Time is still off. A little bit of a mess there for Fiji at the lineout. And Ellis Kinch comes away with it. Ford hoofs it straight down the middle inside Fiji's 22. The referee calls them back. The loose head prop, Baroni Maui there, judge. No arms tackle. It's a penalty to England. Fiji just not had the opportunities to play enough in England's territory now. England back inside Fiji's half. The rain seems to have subsided a little bit for the moment. Let's hope it stays away. Courtney Laws, safe hands. England go driving in with the maul. This is where it could break up for Fiji. Advantage England. The boys at the base. Mitchell, Ford, Freddie Stewart. Still advantage to England now. Third phase, Ollie Lawrence via George Ford with the short ball, but the referee coming back for advantage. Fiji not able to deal with that maul. And that's where Fiji sometimes falls short. We love to see them play. We love to see the exciting offloads. But the game starts at the set pieces and unable to deal with the England maul there. As England push on with a kick to the corner, Courtney Laws says, let's go and score, son. Theo Dan gets the call, England feed. We're about 15 meters out. Inside Fijian territory from the try line now as they set up another maul. Theo Dan is at the back. There's no real maul defense. Ellis Genge takes over now. It's all power from England. Another advantage. England reverting to the slow power game. They saw South Africa play. They said, we want some of that. Can we do it? England now. George Ford. The space out wide. Mullins. Wonderful defense from Fiji. He made an early dive. It wasn't good enough. They covered him, pushed him into touch, all the way on this touchline here. But another collapse of the maul. And Naya Thalevu getting the instruction that someone will be going to the bin. It seems to be the loose head prop. Irani Maui, which means he'll be out for the first 8 minutes of the second half. Not ideal when you're defending them all 5 meters from your own try line. As we see, Malin thought he had an opportunity to dive early, but the defense shepherded him out. But England putting Fiji under relentless pressure now with a kick into touch, 5 meters out. Fiji a man down. Wonderful catch from Ollie Chesham. England set up another maul. Theo Dan at the back. The forwards are coming in. The signs are ominous now. Fiji defending for their lives. Wonderful defense from Fiji. You see the captain Nayafalevu in there. They were able to stop the maul there. England going nowhere. The maul collapsing legally, and Fiji breathe again. It's been a monumentous effort now inside the 5-meter line from Fiji. Under the pump, England with the intensity, but Fiji showing the scoreline suggests this game is closer than you would imagine. Fiji forced to make a substitution now due to that card, just to shore up that front row. It's Koroin Duandua. We're one play away from half time. Can Fiji hold on? The scrum is a little bit unsteady there now. The referee is asking for a reset. We've reached 40 minutes on the clock. We've got one play left until half time. As the rain comes bucketing down in Twickenham again, the rugby gods are not shining on Fiji this afternoon at Twickenham, but for the moment, they have an opportunity to go into half-time, only trailing by 5 points as Lamani gets it. And that's half-time, folks. England lead by 8 points to 3. Do tune in for the second half. Things could well get interesting. Welcome back to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. We are awaiting the second half. Fiji trailing by 8 points to 3 at Twickenham. There's an opportunity, folks. There's a real opportunity for Fiji. I'm sure everybody watching, not that I'm not an England fan, but we'll be rooting for Fiji as we get the second half underway. The restart from Muntz. A little bit scrappy from the captain, Courtney Laws there. And the ball goes into touch. Fiji have an opportunity just outside England's 22 from the kickoff. Not what we used to seeing from the captain. But again, the conditions unforgiving this afternoon. Fiji go long through Semi Rendrandra with the ball. Lamani goes into clean England. Fighting at ruck time. But Fiji in possession. Centre field just outside England's 22. England disrupting. But Fiji have possession. The open side flank to Isue. Muntz out wide. Matavesi the hooker. He's got some feet on him for a forward. Loose ball. Fiji offloading to nobody and England come away with it. Ford pumps it downfield and Fiji have to go back deep inside their own half. It's a clearance from the fullback. A fumble from Freddie Stewart. And a extremely stupid error from the fullback, it must be said. Even Borthwick, the coach, looking at him is like, what was that? Straight off the side of the boot, and Fiji have an opportunity now. Remember, they're still a man down, so they'd love to spend as much time inside England's half now. It's a loose ball at the line out. The referee says play on. Fiji feeding off the scraps. Rendrandra out wide. Ravu Tamada again is away. You can't keep him out of the game. The captain goes in. It's Naya Thalevu. This time it's a try. They were denied in the first half. Not this time around. Fiji strike first. The scores are level. Wasia Naya Thalevu goes in. The ball was loose. Rendrandra with a wild ball out wide. But look at the feet from the winger inside to his captain. And Wasaya Naya Thalevu scores for Fiji. No need for the TMO. Sensational! The conversion to take Fiji into the lead. The crowd at Twickenham is stunned. Don't give up on this team, folks. They've made real strides in the 15-man game. As Muntz takes a look at the post, collects himself, strikes, sailing, over. Fiji go ahead. It's 10 points to 8. What a way to start the second half. What a break from the winger. What an offload. What a try. England restart deep. And Mata, the 8th man, gathers the ball. Lamani, Muntz, Fiji clear from inside their 22. It's not a good kick. And George Ford comes away. It's hit the corner flag on the try line. Relief for George Ford. It could have gone either way there. The bounce of the ball, unforgiving sometimes in rugby. But it's a goal line dropout for Fiji. Via Caleb Muntz. The winger, Ravu Tamada again. He's involved. Look out for him in the World Cup. I've got my eyes on him. It's a penalty to Fiji. And at the moment, England have not come out firing. Courtney Laws remonstrating. Frustrated, I guess. You wouldn't imagine an England team struggling against Fiji. But Fiji just have that ability to put something together on the moment. So you can't take your eyes off them. Who can forget the days of Rupeni Thou Nibuka? As Fiji on the halfway line gather the ball. It's Robert Tamada, the winger in action again. Lamani, loose ball, unfortunately knocked on there. England will have the feed. We're just inside England's territory, centre field, with their feet to the scrum. Fiji, a little bit over eager there. We've only got a minute left for the yellow card. So they've been making the play. They've been scoring the points. Not ideal for England at all. They would want to have capitalized on that yellow card, but not to be. Fiji now packing down on the scrum. It's been rather inconsistent. But tough to call on a 7-man scrum. England with the feed. Mitchell. 10-meter line inside England's territory as he feeds. Ollie Lawrence is brought down. Wonderful tackle. The ruck was formed. It's a penalty to Fiji. Oh, to England, I beg your pardon. Fiji transgressing at the ruck, over eager. The ruck had formed, and England have an opportunity now. Wonderful tackle around the ankles there on Ollie Lawrence. But Fiji, unfortunately, off their feet. The ruck had formed. England get a free play as their player returns now. It's Ironi Maui for Fiji, comes back. It's 15 on 15 now. England on the right-hand touchline, 22. Gather the ball for a maul. They come driving through. Everybody in there. The ball is presented. Mitchell, Itoje makes a good couple of meters. We're just outside the 5-meter line, working towards the left-hand touchline. England in possession. Mitchell, Stewart, double tackle there. Sirk Teveta, Ravu Tamada bringing him down, but England putting the phases together. Ellis Genge. Fiji need composure on defense. Courtney Laws. He stopped short. We're on the 5-meter line. Just underneath the uprights, England. Fiji holding on in defense. Theo Dan smashed. But the ball is presented. Mitchell forward with a little chip. It's off the boot, and England have to go back now. It's outside the 22. Fiji able to disrupt the ball, holding on. And this time around, they're not over eager. It's Semi Rendrandra, England, are in 6s and 7s at the moment. No space there for the little grubber kick. You saw the idea was good. But Fiji on their feet, over the ball. And a wonderful touchline clearance. We take it up inside England's territory on the 10-meter line, right-hand touchline, as we see England making their first substitution. Ellis Genge, straight swap. Joe Marler, fresh legs now. He's a bag of all sorts, Joe Marler. Easy to spot with that hairstyle. But Fiji, with a feed to the line out via Matavesi. Time is off for the moment. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Forever Sports. The Rugby World Cup is around the corner, and we need all of you for this Rugby World Cup. The fans are everything. After last night, who would be backing anyone but the Springboks? Or do they like the underdogs tag? As we take a look now, Fiji feed the ball to Esue. Matavesi cleans up. The lineouts have not been functioning well. If they just had a sort of a platform, we'd see more of that razzle and dazzle, those steps. The back line, lethal. Time is off now. There's a player down, and it does not look good for Fiji. The penalty is to England, but time is off for the moment. Heavy collision there. But again, not the intended man for the lineout from Fiji. So struggling to find their jumper, or the communication might be a little bit of an issue. I wonder who the bookies would be backing as the favourites after last night's performance. I know I can't stop talking about it. But where does that put South Africa? How crucial is that first game between France and New Zealand to tell us where South Africa will end in that quarterfinal? Is there a preference? I don't know. I just think we're going to overpower everybody. It's my personal opinion. Time is still off. We're 50 minutes in, and Fiji lead 10 points to 8 at Twickenham. That's not something you see every day. As we mentioned, England in the rebuilding phase at the moment. Struggled against Ireland. Fortunate to win the game against Wales. Where does that leave them with the exclusion of their captain and their talisman, eighth man, Billy Vunipola, watching from the stands? They will not participate in anything anytime soon. What sort of disruptions, or what sort of any other disruptions can they still handle? They've got a World Cup to go and play. Every team's got their own story. Fiji with the feed. I thought it was a penalty, but it's a feed for Fiji. And they're away now. It's Fiji again. Wonderful try. It's Habosi, the left winger. He said to his partner on the right wing, if you can do it, so can I. Except I will show you I can finish. And what a wonderful try. Fiji up 15-8. Twickenham is stunned to silence. Just a quick thinking ball. No time for the defence to set any pillar. Vinaya Habosi, the left winger. He's got pace to burn. What a wonderful try. There was absolutely nobody there. This is what Fiji can do. I was hoping for it. We were all hoping for it. It's unfolding in front of our eyes. The kick to put Fiji even further ahead, 2 scores ahead. Caleb Muntz with the composure. A slight conversation with himself. Tees towards the ball. It's sailing over. Fiji, 17 points to 8 over England. 53 minutes gone at Twickenham. It was all too quick. You kind of wonder where were the England defenders at that ruck. And the Fijian fans, of course, have a reason to celebrate as England restart deep. Inside the 22, a clearance there. A wild pass. England have the possession. Marcus Smith. Johnny May cleans up now. England in possession inside their own half. Working towards the left-hand touchline. Smith with a little dink. But Fiji are there. They're hungry. The scrum off. Kuruvoli looking for the ball. Smith is not going to affect anything at that ruck. 100% for effort though, but Kuruvoli finds his man off the base. It's a shape to kick for Fiji now. Ravatumata and Randrandra on the side, and a smash from Fiji. Irani Maui to Muntz. Must release the tackled player. Fiji now. It's relentless inside England's 22. They picked up the scrap ball. It's Kuruvoli. Advantage, says the referee. Penalty. England under the pressure here of magnanimous proportions. Fiji making a statement saying, World Rugby, we are here. As Caleb Muntz will have an opportunity as the captain points towards the posts to give Fiji another 3 points. England in a slight bit of disarray at the moment here at Twickenham. He's kicked all his goals tonight, the fly-off. Shapes to kick. It's sailing. It's over. It's 20 points to 8. Fiji over England. As we close off just about on the final quarter, England's captain, Owen Farrell, looking rather sad, if one must say, considering he just needs to learn how to tackle and he might have played today. Wonder if they should find a tackling coach. England kick off now and get possession. Regather from the restart. Another scrappy bit of ball. Ford with the chip ahead. It's Marcus Smith. It's England. Reply. Under the post. George Ford. Marcus Smith. 2 fly-offs. First 5. Second 5. They knew what they were going to do. Little chip ahead, and Marcus Smith gets a try under the post. The substitution. Fiji switching off for a second there. A lazy attempt at gathering the ball from the Fijian defender. But hang on. I'm getting too excited. Nothing's confirmed yet. Marcus Smith. Just checking the offside line from the kick if he was ahead of the kicker. It's a clear try from Marcus Smith. The check is done. And England strike back. As we mentioned, the unforgiving bounce of the rugby ball there. And Marcus Smith, like a predator, gets under the posts, shows the emotion. England fighting to come back, still trailing 20 points to 15. They're away now from the kickoff. It's Mitchell. Is there a new injection of life from England? And just as I say that, away comes Ravu Tamada. I beg your pardon, it's the captain, Naya Thalevu. From broken play, Fiji had the scrum advantage after a knock on there. I think it was David Ribbons. Wally Chesham. Fiji came away. Wonderful defense from Johnny May at the end there. Naya Thalevu just 5 meters out, 6 meters out, brought into touch. So the balance of momentum swinging from side to side as we go inside England's territory. About 10 meters out on this left-hand touchline. Theo Dan with the feed. Itoje with the catch and England maul it up ahead. Shaping for a kick from the base, Mitchell. Ravu Tamada on this right wing. Here he goes. Breaks one. It's advantage, high tackle. Fiji now with the free play. It's the tight head. Tangi. Kuravoli from the base. Muntz. No advantage, says the referee. England. Alex Mitchell there, adjudged to have made a lazy attempt. Yes, of course. It's high. And they can ill afford any other player getting banned now. So I'm not sure what that was. He wanted the last swan dance. But he went above the shoulders, and Fiji have an opportunity now to put pressure on England as we're into the final quarter. There's going to be some questions asked of the defence coach of England, Fiji, from broken play, managing to score some wonderful tries. When last have you seen Fiji opt for the 3 points? That shows you how they've grown as a team, as a country, as a rugby playing nation. They ought to be taken seriously long ago. As Caleb Muntz gathers his composure. He's been kicking good all night. He's sailing, and over. Caleb Muntz keeps Fiji alive and ahead in this game by more than one score. What a wonderful kick under pressure. I say pressure because it's Twickenham, it's England, and Fiji have a lot of questions to be answered. Can they rub shoulders with the big teams? The evidence is clear. Yes, they can. As Fiji make another substitution in the front row. England kick off deep. Wonderful gathering there, but it's outside the 22. Kuruvoli looking for some tight forwards to bash it up, create a platform for the shape to kick. Can't go directly out, remember, guys. It's outside the 22. Marcus Smith, been impressive since he's come on. Gathers the ball. Forward. There's space out wide for England now. Making good meters in the post contact. Fiji need intensity on defense. Smith puts it in the corner. And Fiji have to play from deep. Marcus Smith seems to be that injection this evening off the bench that's allowed England to repel this Fijian, the flying Fijians. But is it sustainable? Fiji, line out on the 5 meter now. It's a penalty advantage to England. The line out went beyond the 15, but no one to clear there. And England come away with the ball. Malins, 10 meters out. Joe Marchant looking for some space. Johnny May goes in to clean. Laws to Ford. There's a cross kick coming. What a wonderful tackle there. Unfortunately, England not able to capitalize, but they're playing under advantage. Almost pinpoint. There was inches in it. As we mentioned, the momentum swinging this side to that side. And England now putting Fiji under immense pressure. Ben Earl on the right wing there, just not able to gather, apologizing. But remember, they were playing under advantage. As we see Semi Rendrandra, the cult figure of Fijian 15-man rugby coming off, being replaced by Ravovo. This is about the time when substitutions do start to feature. Oh, there was no advantage. It was a scrum advantage. I beg your pardon. Fiji have the feed. It was a knock-on from the 8th man of England. Kuravoli comes away with it now. Finds Muntz and Fiji clear up to England's or up to the own 10-meter line. England on attack with the line-out feed. Fiji, for the moment, breathe a sigh of relief. Still ahead by 23 points to 15, folks. The England substitutions, what remains? Warming up on the side. Do Fiji have enough off the bench to close this game off? As England feed Mitchell to Ford, to Ilangi. Straight down the middle, he's brought to ground. There he's set, Ford. Marchant involved again. England playing from left to right, but not making much meters at the moment. Still in possession though. Mitchell. It's advantage to England now. It's a free play. It's Ford with a chip. No return. Fiji transgressing at the breakdown. Decision time for England. In a test match scenario, you only perhaps get 1, 2, 3 opportunities with that sort of time remaining to score some points, and England need to do so now if they have any opportunity to avoid a major upset. Fiji and England, of course, played in 7 games against each other previously, England winning all 7. However close the few were, Fiji would love to get one at Twickenham over England, but England feed the line out now. 10 meters out. Theo Dan goes mauling. For the moment, Fiji repelling them